I'm a former visa officer, and these are the three things you should never do in your visa interview if you want to get issued. My name is Ben Arterburn, and when I was a visa officer, I saw so many applicants get refused their visa unnecessarily because they continued to make this same mistake over and over again. Otherwise, they were qualified, and they should have had a good chance to get the visa. But when they made these mistakes, it doomed them from the start. Here they are. The first thing you should never do in the visa interview is give one word answers. Never give one word answers when you're in the visa interview. This is not an interrogation by the police. This is not a data query. Many of these questions that they ask you, they already know the answer to. They can look in your DS-160. They can look in your passport. They can look at your I-20 form. They can look at whatever petition you've brought in. But they ask the question anyway. Why do they do that? It's because they want to start a conversation with you. They're trying to get more than information out of you. They're trying to get a feeling from you, a feeling of confidence that you're telling the truth, that you have the credentials, and that you're going to use the visa as it was designed to be used. They can't get that feeling of confidence if you just robotically give them one word answers. When I say one word, also, that doesn't mean two words is okay. I mean, don't give short answers. Don't give perfunctory, concise answers that barely address the question. Give a full answer that describes the situation, doesn't just give a single data point. The second thing you should never do in a visa interview is try to force documents through the window to give to the officer. The officers never appreciate this, and I'm going to tell you it's going to do two things in the interview. When you try to force documents through there, number one, the visa officer is going to refuse them. They're not going to look at whatever documents you preemptively try to get them to look at. And you've wasted the opportunity. What they wanted was a verbal answer. They wanted a conversation with you, yet you insisted on trying to give them documents instead, and you lost the opportunity. The second thing, and it's psychological, when they refuse your documents, when they push those away, they're literally pushing you away and figuratively pushing you away. You're priming them psychologically to refuse your visa when they're already rejecting this stack of documents that you're trying to push through the window at them. So don't do that. Don't give them the opportunity to already preemptively start pushing you away and denying you. And don't waste the opportunity that you're given to give a verbal oral answer and instead try to pass documents through the window. They're not going to like it. That sets you up for failure instead. The third thing that you should never do in a visa interview is give memorized answers. So many clients that I worked with and so many of the applicants that I interviewed while I was a visa officer tried to give memorized answers. It's understandable. You want to prepare beforehand. You have a list of questions you think they might ask, so you want to memorize what should I say when they ask me this question. However, that's not addressing the real reason the interview is taking place. It's not so that you can present a pre-prepared response. It's so that the visa officer can get a feeling about you. Memorized answers don't create that feeling of trust. In fact, they reduce the level of trust because anyone can memorize that answer. The visa officer wants to feel like they're having an honest, candid conversation with a trustworthy person. The way you can do this is by not memorizing answers, but knowing your core story, knowing the nucleus of the story that you're telling to the visa officer, knowing what's your purpose of travel, what are your credentials, what is your educational background, what is your professional background, what are the highlights that you're bringing to the interview that you want the visa officer to know. Know those, and then responding to any question that the visa officer asks, you'll naturally give them the information that they need without having to memorize an answer and then give it in a way that's going to make you sound like a robot. Those are the three things that you should never do in a visa interview if you want to get your visa issued. Instead, you need to focus on your highlights and how to promote yourself and know what your hurdles are and how to defend against them. I do one-on-one consultations. You can find the links in the description.